everyone, welcome back to another episode of my channel. So today's video is a makeup tutorial. I have a subscriber stroke friend who's, let me say, a makeup artist really, because her skills are top notch. Yeah, so I'm here with her and she's going to do my makeup, but she doesn't want to be on the video right now, so we'll scrap off that part as of now, do the makeup, and then maybe at the end I'll have her come to the video and then maybe introduce herself, right? Yes. Yeah, so we're about to start. Have a nice face beat, and then yeah, we'll see how it goes. So let's get started. So we started off on a clean face. Chichi used micellar water to do that, and I'm gonna call her Chichi throughout the video just because that's her nickname. Yeah. And then we are now working on the eyebrows. So she brushed my eyebrows first, then used Davis pencil number 3. And right here, my eyebrows had grown a little more since the last time I twisted them. So I feel like she had a little bit more of work, maybe, I'm guessing. Yeah, and then afterwards she went in with Illegal concealer in the shade Fawn and Chestnut. So she mixed the two to clean my eyebrows up, you know, to hide the flaws here and there. So right here, she's going in with the Morphe 35F eyeshadow palette to start off with the transition shade. And then I have to say something, guys. Throughout this experience, 90% of the products that she used on my face are products that I have never used before. So I was looking forward to, you know, see the end result. Yeah. So yeah, and then she went in with the ABH eyeshadow palette. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but so far she's used orange shades on my eyes, and I know that usually the color orange is a good color for transition shade or for shades that, you know, can help you blend better, you know, something to start off with. Yeah, so I hope I'm making sense. Yeah. And then another thing about my experience with Chichi doing my makeup was that this girl made me talk a lot. You know, normally I'm not the type to talk that much when I meet someone for the first time. Yeah, and I really have to say that I'm not that good with pep talk, honestly, but she made me turn into a chatterbox. You know, the whole time I was just comfortable and talking, and which is a good thing actually. Yeah, so I was really comfortable around her and it was amazing. So the next thing is that she went in with the she went in with the Joanna cosmetic eyeshadow palette. And I must say that the 3 palettes that she used on my eyes, that's the ABH eyeshadow palette, the Morphe and the Joanna cosmetic palette, were really pigmented, which was a good thing because we are going for a really bold look, something that would pop, you know, when you're taking our photos or rather doing a video. So it was really nice that the palettes were really pigmented. So now it's time for the cut crease. She's going in with the Illegal concealer to do that, to cut the crease. And then afterwards she's going to go in with a shimmery shade from the Morphe 35F eyeshadow palette. And then she's going to use her fingers, as you guys can see over here, to, you know, for a better application or an easy application of the eyeshadow, which was really shimmery and nice. Yeah. And then for the eyeliner, she used, I think it's called W7, to draw my eyeliner before going in with the mascara. And I have to apologize, I know by this time you guys can notice the change in the lighting. We were filming outside, so we couldn't really control the natural lighting. Yeah. And then of course now she's using the mascara. So now on to the face. She's going to moisturize my face using the sunflower oil right there. So it was my first time using sunflower sunflower oil on my face. So once again, it was really interesting for me to see how it is going to work on my face, because there's some oils like coconut oil, if I use on my face, I get allergies, not really allergies, but I get like pimples. So I was really looking forward to see how sunflower oil would, you know, work on me, and it was really okay. It was just fine, really. And then after working that in, she wiped the excess shading from the eyeshadows that she used earlier, so that, you know, you can apply the foundation on a clean slate, yeah, or clean skin, yeah. So to ensure that we ended up with a good matte face beat, she used black opal loose powder before the foundation. You know, that technique where you use your powder before your foundation so that your foundation can turn out to be really matte. Yeah, and then so right here she's cleaning off the excess powder. And then she went in with the Fenty Beauty foundation in the shade 440 and 430. So she mixed the two shades to get my shade, yeah. And then of course you blend. So obviously the key thing to having a flawless face is usually blending. Take your time while blending, and that's what she's doing right here. So once she was done, she used the Elegant concealer in the shade Fawn to highlight my face. So that's underneath my eyes, my forehead, the bridge of my nose, and of course my chin. And then as usual, she blended that in as well. With my experience with Chichi and the products that she used, I had a lot of first times. Pretty much 90% of the stuff she used here were, you know, new to me, or rather new to my skin. So I had a lot of first times on that day, yeah. So she set the highlighter using the black opal loose powder that she had initially used to avoid any creasing and just to have a nice flawless look, yeah. So now here she's basically contouring my nose to make it, you know, all snatched, yeah. So for all the parts where she contoured my face, she used the Fenty matchstick in the shade Espresso. Yeah, so afterward she wiped off all the excess powder and set my face using the black opal loose powder. And then back to the eyes, she used lashes, and something I kept on telling her at that time was that I'm still learning how to put on lashes, yeah. So yeah, pretty much that's it. So she used that's the minks lol. She used the mink lashes and the duo lash glue, the one in black, to make, you know, the lashes stay in place. And I have to confess one thing: every time someone has a nice face beat and then puts on lashes, it takes your look or your makeup to another new level. Like, it's just awesome, it's amazing, and I'm really working on that to learn how to put on lashes so that every time I have my makeup on, I'm looking all nice and amazing, because, you know, the lashes just make you look so much better. Onto the lips, she used the Davis pencil to line my lips, of course, and then the LA Girl Cosmetics, the matte lippie called Dreamy, for the nude look. So because my eyes were really bold and amazing, we needed something to tone down, you know, the lips, yeah. So that's why I went for a nude look, but later on it changed. If you guys are keen enough to see in my photos, you'll notice that I had a red lip later on. So once all that is done, Chichi used rose water with loose shimmers inside the rose water to set my face so that everything can stay in place and, you know, just look all nice and put together. Yeah, so that's all for the face. But one more thing, this gorgeous hair, you know, this curly unit, I got it from House of Queens on Instagram. She has amazing hair and she makes the wigs by herself, which is really nice. I loved it. It's the look I was going for. If you guys watched my previous video or vlog, I went and got the hair from her. So if you're from Nairobi and you want amazing wigs, go to House of Queens on Instagram and talk to her about it. For the curls to pop, all you need is just to spray some water or water with conditioner inside your spray bottle, just like your natural hair. Spray it and then the curls pop. So hey guys, if you're looking for cupcakes or cakes, go to Instagram handle millennialcook.ke. She delivers cakes, or rather bakes cakes and delivers them in Nairobi. Yeah. So if you love the video, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. If you have something that you like or didn't like about the video, tell me in the comment section. Subscribe if you haven't already. So up until the next video, bye bye.